stick with 21 county license plates or switch to alphanumeric like Lancaster, Douglas, and Sarpy counties? That was a lengthy discussion during the Scottsbluff County Commissioners meeting Monday evening. KNEB.TV News starts right now.
From your trusted source for news in western Nebraska and eastern Wyoming, this is KNEB.TV News. Presented by Platte Valley Companies, premier provider of financial services.
Hello, I'm Ryan Murphy. This is KNEB.TV News powered by Platte Valley Companies. Thanks for joining me. In our top story, state officials have told Scottsbluff County Treasurer Heather Hochschild that a shortage of metal for the new design Nebraska license plates is impacting the 20 largest counties by population, and Scottsbluff County is one of 17 with an option to switch. Hochschild brought the issue forward as only about 25% of the usual initial shipment will be delivered in late November, early December, and sticking with the county-specific plates means she cannot reserve specific plate numbers for those that want them.
It's completely up to you guys, but do know that even if we do stay with the 21 county plates, you're going to get a lot of complaints because there's going to be a lot of people that don't get their numbers back. So either way, you're going to get a lot of complaints about license plates.
Honestly, I'm not interested in having any further discussion. I think we need to stay 21 county. There's a lot of branding that goes on. Local businesses have done a lot of branding for 21 county. People know this as 21 county.
While not an action item, the other four board members echoed Commissioner Charlie Knapper's sentiment on sticking with 21 county plates. Hochschild did note that without making the change to alphanumeric, odds were good that there will be a fair number of duplicate plate numbers on the roadway for a year or more, but with different plate designs and on different vehicles, which is something law enforcement will need to be aware of when on patrol. Well, local first responders, public health, and Region 22 emergency management are being joined this week by military civil support teams from the Nebraska, Wyoming, and Colorado National Guard for a series of incident trainings. Yesterday and today, activity centered around the old Western Sugar facility in Gering, and on Thursday, it will move to the Hunts Acres Community Center in Scottsbluff. The exercises are being conducted to maintain readiness in case of an incident involving chemical, biological, radiological, nuclear, or explosive components. Region 22 Emergency Manager Tim Newman explains what this drill is all about.
Okay, well, we've got the 72nd Civil Support Team from the Nebraska National Guard and kind of joining in on this exercise. The exercise starts with a local security person finding an open door. They call police. Police find a clandestine lab, and then so they back out. They call for our local hazmat team from Scottsbluff. They realize that it's larger than they're capable of dealing with, so they call in some state resources. Just so happens that Colorado Civil Support Team is up here doing training, and so they will be the first responders from a state asset. They will call for backup from the Wyoming CST, and then Nebraska will get here. It usually takes about 7 hours from Lincoln, so we're doing all of this in real time. So they will probably be here 7 hours from this morning. So the Army starts doing these preparations, probably a year in advance. When they decide where they are wanting to have the training, then they contact the locals and start working with the locals. So we've been working on this for probably about 4 months, and as far as our local responders being involved in the planning. So we try to plan and train for any kind of event that would be a potential for us. So we train on wildfires every year, but we don't really train to this extent with hazardous materials and explosive ordnance disposal on as regular a basis as we do the others. because they are less likely to happen, but they still are potential. So we try to train on different types of emergencies that we may face.
We'll have more news right after this.
At Platte Valley Bank, we want to help you take advantage of every adventure. We know you have plans, goals, and dreams. Let us help you with them. Whether it is building, buying, or renovating, we have the home loan or home equity line of credit to fit your needs. Stop in and see us at Platte Valley Bank and let us help make your dreams a reality. You belong here. Platte Valley Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Welcome back. Authorities in Alliance say one person is dead following an accidental explosion Tuesday afternoon. The victim also caught fire and was pronounced deceased at the scene. Authorities will release more information in the coming days. Well, a Nebraska State Auditor's report into alleged improprieties by a former employee of the Bayard Cemetery District has been forwarded to authorities for further review. The APA report dated August 25th says an examination of district financial records found that from January of 2019 to October of 2021, then Secretary Treasurer Joyce Mick paid herself a total gross salary of $33,000 when the amount should have been closer to $17,850. Auditors say Ms. Mick was questioned about her pay rate at the district board's September 2021 meeting and resigned the following month. The APA said given possible violations of state law, the report was sent to the Nebraska State Patrol, Nebraska Attorney General's Office, and the Morrill County Attorney offices, as well as the Accountability and Disclosure Commission and the State Department of Revenue and IRS. And weather permitting, work will begin tomorrow on Highway 29 in Mitchell. The project will start at Highway 26 Junction and proceed for 17.5 miles to the north. Work includes milling the old roadway and placing asphalt. NDOT will coordinate with the city, contractors, high school, businesses, and residents along N29 when Werner Construction starts paving in town at a later date. Traffic will be maintained with lane closures and flaggers throughout the duration of the project, and the anticipated completion date is December of 2022.
Why love a rain garden? Let me count the ways. Rain gardens contain and filter water runoff while recharging our underground water supply. They provide habitat for birds, bees, and beneficial insects. Native perennials give 4 seasons of color and texture, beautifying a home while increasing its value. Established gardens are low-maintenance, low-water landscape features, colorful, functional, and sustainable. Rain gardens, brought to you by Tri-City Stormwater. Our water, our responsibility.
I really like how our OB department takes our limited amount of doctors and turns it into a strength. Even though we only have a couple of people, you get to know them well over your entire pregnancy. We have 2 state-of-the-art labor rooms that are new with our last addition. We have a couple of very nice postpartum rooms also right here in the hospital, so they can get as much time with mom and baby as possible.
This is Pongo. He's one of the sweetest boys on four legs that they have at the Panhandle Humane Society, and this 10-month-old Dalmatian Terrier mix loves to play tug of war, fetch, and more. If you're looking for a fun, energetic family dog, then he's the boy for you. Pongo has so much energy, he doesn't know what to do with it all. He's currently waiting for his forever home with an adoption cost of $150, and that includes his neuter, microchipping, and all vaccinations. Plus, whoever adopts Pongo will also receive a $25 Murdoch's gift card to start spoiling him right away.
Welcome to Kelly's, home of the Valley's best selection of wine, spirits, and beer. Whether you're brand loyal to the tried and true brew or really enjoy trying something different and new, Kelly's has something for everyone. Family owned and operated and right on your way on West 27th Street in Scotts Bluff. Kelly's Liquor. If you can't find it at Kelly's, it's not worth drinking.
Well, let's take a peek at what's happening on your midweek community calendar. The Community Calendar is brought to you by Riverstone Bank. First State Bank is now Riverstone Bank. Community strong with the same people you know and trust.
Panhandle Trails Intercity Public Transit, based in Alliance, Nebraska, is the only intercity bus serving Nebraska Panhandle communities and Pine Ridge, South Dakota. Panhandle Trails operates a regularly scheduled bus service, assisting you in making connections with Greyhound bus partners, regional airports, healthcare, employment and education opportunities, shopping, family, friends, and more. Panhandle Trails serves the general public of all ages and offers accessible transportation for those with special mobility needs. Let Panhandle Trails help you make your connection. Call 308-761-8747.
At Platte Valley Bank, we want to help you take advantage of every adventure. We know you have plans, goals, and dreams. Let us help you with them. Whether you are just starting the business you have always imagined or looking to grow your existing one, we have a business loan to fit your needs. Stop in and see us at Platte Valley Bank. and let us help make your dreams a reality. You belong here. Platte Valley Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
And finally tonight, gas prices fell 13 cents in the last 2 weeks, establishing a new national average of $3.97 a gallon, according to oil industry analyst Trilby Lundberg. Lundberg says that part of the drop has been fueled by the law of supply and demand, and that demand is lacking right now.
The overall scenario for the gasoline market is that retailers and refiners have been cutting price aggressively to seek sales. In fact, lower crude oil prices was just a tiny portion of this 13-cent drop that we've just seen.
The average price is still 75 cents higher than it was 1 year ago. Well, that does it for us this time. Thank you so much for tuning in. Stay safe out there. We'll see you here next time.